shot?
Face down.
Curacao, one of the pearls of the Caribbean. In the tourist world, Curacao is known for its clear waters, sandy beaches, exotic cuisine, and our slogan, Nos tatushi hindi. But in the drifting world, we know Curacao like this.
Cresce em cima dos paus só, 360.
Face down.
And most of the drifting in Curacao is done here at Coral Tabac.
Coral Tabac, an abandoned go-kart track on a piece of no man's land near the water. No rules, no restrictions, no safety. And this is where most of the drifting takes place. And this is where I, Lennon, practice most of my moves.
Drift? What do you mean, drift?
Drifting started out in the 1920s and 30s as a racing technique used by drivers such as Tazio Novulari, who invented the technique according to Enzo Ferrari, and the 1950s Sterling Moss. It became popular in the All Japan Touring Car Championship races when motorcycling legend turned driver Kunimitsu Takahashi was the foremost creator of the drifting techniques we use now. This was in the 1970s. This earned him several championships and a legion of fans who enjoyed the spectacle of smoking tires. And as professional racers in Japan drove this way, so did the street racers. Keiichi Tsuchiya, known right now as the Dori King or Drift King, became particularly interested in Takahashi's drift techniques. Tsuchiya began to practice his drifting skills in the mountains of Japan and quickly gained a reputation amongst the racing crowd. In 1987, several popular car magazines and tuning garages agreed to produce a video of Tsuchiya's drifting skill. The video, known as Plus Pi, became a hit and inspired many of the professional drifting drivers in the circuits today. And in 1988, alongside Option magazine founder and chief editor Daijiro Inada, he would help to organize one of the first events specifically for drifting, called the D1 Grand Prix. He also drifted every turn in Tsukuba circuit in Japan. One of the earliest recorded drift events outside Japan was in 1993, held at Willow Springs Raceway in Willow Springs, California, hosted by the Japanese drifting magazine and organization Option. Inada, founder of the D1 Grand Prix in Japan, and the NHRA funny car drag racer Kenji Okazaki and Keiichi Tsuchiya, who also gave demonstrations in a Nissan 180 S6 that the magazine brought over from Japan, judged the event, with Rhys Millen and Brian Norris being two of the entrants. Drifting has evolved into a competitive sport where drivers compete mostly in rear-wheel drive cars to earn points from judges based on various factors. At the top levels of competition, the D1 Grand Prix in Japan pioneered the sport. Others, such as the Formula D in the United States, the King of Europe, and the British drift events in Europe, Formula Drift Asia, and the Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, and the NZ Drift Series in New Zealand, have come along to further expand it into a legitimate motorsport worldwide. The drivers within these series were originally influenced from the pioneers from the D1 Japan and are able to keep their cars sliding for extended periods of time, often linking several turns. And this is drift. And I'm Lennon.
We are the hosts for Gone Drifting TV. So tell me, Lennon, what are we going to expect this season?
Well, this season, we're going to have a lot of crazy drifting, a lot of information, and basically we're going to see the scene in Curacao and Aruba. So welcome to Gone Drifting, episode 5.
Okay, so, and what about the history? How did Gone Drifting came up? How did you do it?
Well, Gone Drifting started with the idea that I wanted to record my practice runs, and I made a couple of fun videos, and after a while I decided, hey, why not make a TV show? And that's how we started. For this following season of the show, I'll be driving my car, Bancay Dorifto, the red Sylvia. So, before we start, and you see all the craziness we do, I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek of how it is, and what do I got, and what are we running for the show. So this is my setup, an RB25 DET fitted into this S14. 350 horsepower, we got forged pistons, forged rods, everything that works. A T34 turbo, top mount manifold, and we're making 350 horsepower. For this season, I'll be running this setup, maybe at 400, but that's it. So come with me and we'll check out the other parts of this car. This is my cockpit. I got my steering wheel, my gauges, my toggle switch, and I recently added a hydraulic e-brake, which I've been practicing to master now. As you can see, it is a drift car, so we have a full cage, I got my special chair, 4-point harness, and the car is totally stripped out inside out, because it is a drift car, so we don't need any of those luxuries. In the back, I'm running a 436 differential, welded, with 17-inch rims and 245 tires. This is my normal setup for drifting.
Hi guys, so we reached the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Is that true? Oh man.
Yeah, well, all day now I've been trying to get the e-brake going, so I got it now. Hopefully we'll be seeing more of that in the next episodes, and we'll be leaving you guys with a clip of the week. And if you want to see the other episodes of Gone Drifting, they're on YouTube, so check out episode 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll see you guys. I'm Lennon.
I'm Amarish.
And we're Gone Drifting. Before we go, me and Michael Brower from the team Drift Addicts in Aruba played a little game of drift. So let's see how that went.
It's hot.
Yeah,
Yeah. Woo. Hey, you wanna drift?
sure. Let's do it.
No, man, that's lame stuff. That's like Ryan Twerk, like the game of drift. You wanna try that out?
What do you have in mind?
Well, we could add a model. She could walk by right about now. Wait for it.
I'm listening.
Okay, so basically, we'll add her to the car, like a drift taxi.
You okay? Yeah.
But the rule is, you gotta watch the model. You can't watch the road. Or at least you gotta try to watch the model the most. And whoever can watch the model the most and drift the track wins.
I'm game.
Alright, let's try them.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So you have Mikey. And then you have me, Lennon. And we're gonna add our model, Miss Santana. And she's going to go on a run with Mikey.
What? What?
And then she's gonna go on a run with me. So let's look at Mikey's run. Now, let's look at my run. So who won? Let us know on Facebook at Gone Drifting TV. And I'll see you guys next week. I'm Lennon, and I'm gone drifting.